Mr. Hunt, the man who has brought spoonerism back into fashion, has claimed that there is a Brexit promise, a Brexit opportunity, that we have benefited from Brexit. He has introduced what he calls the Big Bang 2. This is a gesture back to the 1980s Big Bang that Mrs. Thatcher introduced, saw a boom in the banking sector, all these Bs. Well, his boom is focused on reducing regulation. These Edinburgh reforms, the 30 regulations that, or the 30 rules that he's put in place to reduce regulation. Now, a lot of this is about ring fencing. And although we led the way in defining the financial regulation for Europe, and although we were this powerhouse, the financial powerhouse of Europe, a lot of the ring fencing of things that we put in place went beyond the regulations that the EU imposed and that indeed we helped to draft. So in reducing that ring fencing, Mr. Hunt is not necessarily doing things that he is now able to do because we left Europe. We were able to do a lot of this in any case. We had just, belt and braces. That was the thing we did. We over ring fenced. We overcompensated. So now, actually, although we can take away some of that ring fencing, we could have taken it away at any point while we were in Europe. So Chris Hayward goes on about the deregulation. Hunt goes on about the deregulation and the opportunities that are offered. Well, they could have been offered at any point. You can look at this and you say, oh, well, this is Liz Truss or Kwasi Kwateng's package reduced. Not really. Not really. This is something that we could have done at any point. This has nothing to do with Brexit, number one. And number two, what has Brexit actually given us? Still, we don't know. Still, we haven't seen the benefits of Brexit. Still, I would like Mr. Farage to tell me what are the benefits of Brexit. The ring fencing was extreme. The EU, leaving the EU was not necessary to reduce that ring fencing. And the big problem that we have faced since Brexit in 2016 is the loss of people, the loss of experts, the loss of that whole banking sector. The people who have benefited from Brexit are in the capitals across Europe, in Milan, in Frankfurt, in Paris, in Dublin, not in London. So, Mr. Hunt, this is smoke and mirrors. I'd love somebody to tell me that it's not, but I'm afraid it is. It's smoke and mirrors and a certain amount of gesturing with the shadow of Kwasi Kwateng's package.